Hey. Hi, everyone. Welcome to the April 14th SIG Apps meeting. I'm your host today, Janet, and Mishak is a co-host today. We have an announcement today. We have 133 release on schedule, and you can click on this link to see the details. I think we're going to release on April 23rd. And then we have a few discussion topics. The first one is about the node lifecycle working group. Philip, do you want to take it over?
Yeah, sure. Hi. So we made a proposal for a new working group called Node Lifecycle. This is a free follow-up to the two caps I have, which are called Node Maintenance and Eviction Request API. Before it was called Evacuation API. So we discussed here quite a lot, so I will not go into details there. And so basically, we are trying to look at the things this cap did and a couple of other issues regarding like basically the node lifecycle and pod lifecycle. This is so like the node lifecycle. Basically, people would like to have like a declarative API for node maintenance, and there are there are many actors that would like to basically coordinate the node maintenance, and this API would help with that. And a similar thing is with the eviction request API. So we will discuss these APIs there, but maybe we will get to some other places. So so basically anybody is free to join, and we have a lot of stakeholder SIGs because these topics like basically connect to all. Yes. And there are a lot of like projects that would like to use these. So yeah, and here comes the SIG apps. So we basically want to like make a alternative to the eviction API and PDBs today, and have also better behaviors regarding the controllers. So so yeah, like I would like to ask if people have like any questions about this working group proposal or the future of that. Thank you.
I left there a couple of comments earlier today, and I believe the overall impression is that everyone are agreeing with the purpose of the work group. People expressed interest from various SIGs and work groups and outlining specific use cases that they have been struggling with. My main ask is to make sure that the charter for the work group is more general rather than pointing out specific caps or that. It's fine to track that kind of work, but that will be something that should be tracked as part of the work group itself, not as part of the charter. And then just make sure, I would like to stress the part about making sure that we can first focus and primarily ensure that we can extend the currently existing APIs rather than adding a new ones, because based on what I was looking, my main worry is that we will just introduce another set of APIs that will not get used. And so basically we would need to make sure that the currently existing APIs are properly used in the first place. I'm talking about eviction specifically. And then building on top of that and eventually then expanding rather than just introducing something new. Because my biggest worry is that if we introduce something new, and the usage will be equal to the current APIs, we'll basically end up in a similar situation as with the eviction API, which is rarely used, and we will not resolve the problem at hand. But everything that I just said is written down in this particular PR that Janet opened on the page. So yeah.
Yes, so some of the concerns are addressed in the CAP I have, and I think we will discuss these if we would like to enhance the APIs or not, even when talking about the Note API, because people had questions about this specifically. And regarding the usage, I think we basically try to cover more use cases than the current PDBs and eviction. So I think that's where we might see like a big benefit. And I will like discuss this cap again, and I think we will even increase of that to basically cover even more use cases. So that it should help out with the adoption. And regarding the scope of the proposal PR, basically I got like a lot of feedback that people wanted to include everything there. So actually I don't know like which links and like which places should be there and should be tracked elsewhere. So we will have to come to a consensus somehow.
Ideally, I would say charter should be a general direction that you're heading to, and then specific caps and the items that you will be working on, those should be laid out eventually in tracked as either inside of the working group agenda, or you can request a separate project in a GitHub, and then you can track the progress of the work over there. But I would prefer the charter be a little bit more general, as in expressing the general idea, what you're trying to achieve, rather than focusing on a particular implementation bits.
Yeah, I can try to make it more generic, and I will ping the people there who wanted to include that information if they're okay with that. But regarding the deliverables, since we already have some, like wouldn't it be like good to have it included there?
Deliverables, yes, because you want to be able to express your exit criteria, and the deliverables are basically one of the element that you're expressing that once this is achieved. But there's nothing stopping you, because I was checking how we define the exit criteria for other work groups. Basically, I believe what you already have there is good enough for what we need with regards to defining the exit criteria. They don't have to be super specific with regards, oh, these three caps. Once we have them and we release them to GA, that's done. I wouldn't want to restrict this particular work group to just that kind of a work. I believe that we only had, or we still have, one work group that is working off of a particular cap, and that's structured logging. But for them, the entire scope of their work is bound to that single cap. In your case, the amount of enhancements and changes that might land in Cube is not clearly defined, and it'll be hard to define that. Oh yeah, we want to have these 5 caps or these 3 caps when you're putting together the cap. If you look at, for example, the batch working group that I know you're attending also, it has a little bit more open-ended when we will decide that it's fine to close that particular working group. So I believe in your case, not being super strict with regards to the exit criteria is equally advised.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. So yeah, I will make the exit criteria more generic, and maybe I can at least pull the PR link somewhere else. Maybe we could add it to another section there, so at least people have like some ambiguation where to go.
I would probably just suggest opening a Google Doc and keep that as a tracking issue for now. Once you have the agenda and Slack channels created, you'll be able to move over the links, either to link them in the agenda or create, like I said, a GitHub project where you will be able to track specific caps and their progress.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. But I will have to sync with the SIG node since they were adamant they would like to have the GNS included there. So for the graceful node shutdown.
That's fine, but like I said, I wouldn't point to a specific caps. You can
But
just
sorry, but that one is a specific app like already implemented, so I don't know there.
if it's already implemented, then I don't see a reason why you need to include that one in the first place.
Because they are blocked on graduating that.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, I will sync with them and try to make the cap more generic. And okay, so are there any other questions regarding the group? Okay, thank you.
All right. The next topic on the agenda is a PR for updating the stateful set max unavailable to beta. McLean, do you want to take it over?
Sure. Yeah, this is just like a general update on where I'm at in the process. I updated the submitted up here to update the cap. So if you'd like to take a look, please do so. And I'd like to move this forward. Hope potentially targeting 1.34. So I was wondering when the code phrase is for that.
So Edwin, I remember promising Janet that I'll look at both of your PRs. With regards to specifically code freeze for 134, I can only roughly guess based on what the dates look like for the release last year, at which point the freeze was somewhere. Hold on, I'm just double checking. Towards the end of July. It might be, I don't know, last until the end of July or somewhere along those lines. But basically, the fact that you already have those PRs open, that's a good starting point. I haven't looked at them. Sorry. I'll promise I'll start looking at some of them this week and then over the next weeks. In general, the best approach that you can take is just make sure that you have all the PRs that you can have ready ahead of time, and then just line up reviews, especially that you will have to go through API reviews because you will be bumping this feature to beta. The enhancements will need to be updated because when it was written, the cap template was different. So you need to make sure that the current PR that you are putting together is using the new updated cap template. So please make sure that this is the case. If it's not, then you'll just need to make sure that the missing sections in your current document are adding accordingly. because when I'll be reading, I'll definitely make sure to double check on this bit. But both the fix and the metrics, yeah, they should definitely land as soon as 134 opens, which, given that we will be releasing sometime in a week, if I remember correctly, 23rd, Janet said that's like Wednesday next week. So I'm guessing the master branch will open sometime in the last week of April, first week of May, something like that. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I do need to update the cap then with the new template. I'll make sure to see the what is missing. And
Yeah,
okay.
the easiest thing is basically just go to the enhancements repo. In the cap subdirectory, there's the NNN cap template. I posted the link in the Zoom chat. Just open this along with the other and add the missing sections. Or alternatively, what you can do is just use the new cap template and then just copy over the bits from the old document into the new template. Either should work fine. Also make sure that not only the readme MD file is updated, but also the cap.yaml file is updated, because I'm pretty sure that the cap YAML has been updated in between when we touched the particular cap last time. And if you have any questions, feel free to ping me on Slack. I'll be more than happy to help you with any parts of the cap of the document.
Okay. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
So I looked at both the bug fix and the metrics PR. Both look good to me. And the capped one, probably just ping me also when you're ready, and then I can take another look.
Okay, will do. Thanks.
Is there anything that anyone want to discuss or any questions? Okay, I think we can end this meeting earlier. Cool. Thanks everyone for coming.
See y'all.